away a whole lot. I have a dumpster that gets picked up every week, so I throw away a lot. Not so much the finished pieces, but the pieces that didn't work, or the refuse from all the cutting that we do. But these are, things that if they continue to interest me, this is already gone. I destroyed this one. This is a little baby. I call it a plate. It's about 30 inches, 40 inches, something like that. Out of cedar again. And you can again feel sort of a pull of the gravity of the things that I chose to put on. And I never use the word design because I don't think I think of my making as designing. Designing seems too conscious. It seems too kind of sort of neat, and it feels too kind of pre-thought. And I would rather have it be more raw. So this is something about 4 feet in width, and it stayed in my studio without this for about a year and a half, 2 years, and it seemed too boring, so I added this thing on, this whole thing, that activated it much more. It's called Odidhanka, so it refers to the breath of a woman. It's at the court of a museum. It's made out of resin. This is a piece that I started to work on. And at first it was going to be some sort of a bowl-like thing. Of course, when I glued it and looked at it, I thought, it's so boring, Ursula. So here I started drawing, trying to figure out how to deform it, how to do something else with it. And I ended up slicing into it, but slicing sort of the strategy, but also slicing as though you're out to destroy it, either really have it do something that you need or to destroy it. So all these cuts have many, many shins in them. You see how determined these shins look? I'm sorry, right? And then I started slicing some of them off. This is still the front, and that's the back of the piece. It took me a while to figure out both. In fact, it took me much longer to figure out the very end of the piece. This is the back, and that's the front, than it did to figure out this whole, or to do this whole thing. So I'm slicing off some of those shins, putting graphite on, gentle this time. It's not heavy. And this is for the students. I'm showing the process so that you can see that. And this was very important for me, that it lifts itself up. Then there's a little thing that kind of keeps it lifted, and then lifts itself up like a struggle from the ground. Again, having something to do with gravity. This is its head, and this is its tail. I have no idea what it is, but I don't really want it to be a specific something. I want you to be able to have as many metaphors as this creature allows. This is the kind of beautiful transition to what the head part does, and this makes a transition into these shins, and the movement is very gentle and almost like the kind of movement that you might have when you're covered with the ocean.